Yes! This was an absolutely insane game. So I had to bring it to you. I had to bring it to you, boys. So we've got the one and only, yours truly, me, Mr. Lionheart, going up against Big Lucas L. Lucas L, for anyone who doesn't know, very good player, old school player as well. Probably like he's at least 2100 elo, and which is exactly where I'm at the moment. But I'll dip from like anywhere from like 1900 all the way up to 2100, even lower than that sometimes. So sometimes I'm a 2100 elo player, sometimes I'm a 1700 elo player. It's just the way it is with me, right? It's just the way it is with me. But Lucas L, far more consistent top player than I am. And he's playing, we're both in the ESOC spring tournament right now. So Lucas L, not known for playing Italy. So it looks like he's kind of practicing some civs right now for what's to come. Let me just put the casting button on. There we go. So yeah, Lucas L playing Italy. And there's me thinking, okay, what's the best way? What is the best way I can hit Italy? Well, I'm not just a pretty face. There I am picking up 75 wood. And Lucas L picking up 100 food. Yeah, and this was just such a fun game. It was just such a good game. And it was something a little bit out of the ordinary. And you know me, I love stuff that's out of the ordinary. But you will have to wait and see. I'm not going to give anything away too early yet. So Lucas L. Let's go have a look at his deck. It's called Standard. So, yeah, I mean, very standard Italy deck. You know, you had a lot of H2 cards. That used to be the old meta with Italy. Does have the Uffizi. Got one of the Lombard resource cards. So yeah, so very standard Italy deck there. But if you don't rush Italy, having that standard deck is really, really strong. Because what Italy don't want to be rushed, right? Italy want to kind of chill. They want to get the Uffizi card out. They want to get all of their Lombard resource cards. And that obviously generates lots of XP once you've sent the Uffizi card as well. So yeah, so that's exactly what they want to do. And I know this because I'm an Italy player myself. And I know this. I know it in my heart. I know exactly what he wants to do. He wants to get into that industrial. He wants to get those insane skirmishers, get all of the good stuff that comes with H4 with Italy. So my plan is, right, I'm going to hit him, and when I hit him, I'm going to hit him hard. But can I hit him hard enough? And when I do hit him, it's with a twist. It's with a twist. Are you going round the twist? 1D. So we've got some treasure contention going on here. Starting to shit my little panties. Thinking, see, this is really troublesome for me because I've got to be within melee distance to not take all of that damage. But now I have to back up. Bang. I actually can't remember. Yeah, it was him that got it. So I run away. Like the coward I am. Step on me, mummy. Versus Marco Polo. Steel traps coming in for Lucas. Lombard starting to go down again. Going for that TP as well. Very old school, kind of old meta, Italy build order. Which, again, I call it the old school build. It doesn't mean it's worse. It just means it's not the kind of new meta. There goes that TP. Still traps is coming in. Has 200 word. I may go for amalgamation here, but I highly doubt it. Probably saving that for barracks, I presume. Building some more Lombards. Pretty standard stuff here. Me, on the other hand, a very, very safe Hacienda from me. And thanks to all the guys that tell me how to say Hacienda. So I'm no longer saying Hacienda. I'm saying Hacienda. I like that. Hacienda. And one thing you'll notice right now is starting to build a trade post. Interesting. 700 gold coming in, followed by 700 wood. You know what that means. That means the fast fortress build is coming in hot right now. Military wagon going all the way up north. I do apply pressure here, Lucas. It's very easy to forget that Mexico get that second hero. It's so easy to forget about that. And the Pope did what to you is, yeah, just basically another hero. 15 ranged attack with 16 range. It's kind of funny how your heroes can kite musketeers. So I do try and get in front to get that sheep there. But very smart play by him to... Stole it right at the last second. There goes the Afuzi card. There comes the barracks. Aged up with the outpost. So there goes the Cree settlement. And there's literally like one reason people go for the Cree settlement. And the reason why it's one of the best natives in the game, because of these bad boys right here. Corridor, followed by Cree tanning, also a very, very good very, very good tech, rather. You know, for 200 resources, all of your units get extra 5% hit points. Like, that's very, very good, because it's very, very cheap. 100 wood getting picked up by me. Oh, we got some 5 musketeers coming in. Trying to siege down this cheeky trade post. I am a quarter of the way aged up with Tabasco. So look at Lucas L, see what he's doing. So did go for the Afuzi into Monte de Pieta. The 600 Lombard resource card. It gives you a Lombard as well. Nice. Lucas L gone for the Max Architects. So it's a very strong eco build to begin with, especially against these kind of slower fortress builds. And, you know, Italy can get away with it. However, they are going to get hit hard. And this is what Italy can struggle against, those early 2 Falconers. So they need a way of dealing with it. But they do have this bad boy here. Advanced Politicians really is their secret weapon against those fast fortress type builds. 700 gold coming in. And again, following it down to a T, like the original OG meta. He's going to pick up those 700 gold, and then he's going to age up. Does take down the TP. Yes, my name is Shake Sucks. Just a little bit of banter. So I see these musketeers coming in early. Start running some villagers down into the TC. I start running some north, rather than allow them to get hit. No villagers for you, Mr. Lucas. So again, Lucas just applying some pressure, which is really good. Really, really good idea. You can see what I'm going for here. You know what's coming. You already know. You knew from the start. Nice. 120 food. And now there it comes. And I have 1,000. Just over 1,000. It's going to get 1,100 food. The Hacienda goes straight onto villager production. But this is where it all comes together. You might be thinking, well, why did I get that native post if I'm just going to revolt? Well, here it is. Yes, I'm going for an eco revolt. I'm going for the eco Rio Grande. Like I said, this is the Rio Grande with a little bit of a twist. I thought, do you know what? Rather than... They're only 120 food. You know, that's 1.2 revolutionaries. So rather than have 6 revolutionaries, I'll have 5 CDBs. Thank you very much. And that's exactly what I do. These guys, 1.04 food per second. They're going to pay for themselves so quickly. Obviously, the artillery foundry went down up here. You got the flag. Don't forget about the flag. Plant it next to here because all techs get researched quicker. All units get built quicker from the flag as well. 3 sheep. Decent. That's going to go straight onto the Hacienda. This Hacienda's training vills at 86.62 seconds, which is pretty good because it's literally just got a load of livestock on it, which livestock help that time it takes for villagers. And then classic 3 falconets and then the 4 culverins coming in behind it. Question is, can I do it from here? Because the longer I take, the better that's going to be for Lucas. Do I see these villagers? Do I see those villagers? Does he see me? Oh, very, very. He saw me for a split second. Two falconets is coming for him. I think I miss it, but look how fortunate he is there. I just didn't see this herd, and if we look over at me, I just unfortunately didn't scout that herd. But what I was scouting was the docks, just to see if there was anything on the water. So never forget to keep scouting throughout the game. You always want to keep scouting throughout the game. Super important. You know, it's easy to remember to scout during the beginning of the game, which is obviously very, very important. But you always want to continue scouting throughout the game. It's a very, very useful skill to have. And look at the score, like 5k score down. 4k score. 4.5k score. So I'm thinking, right, now I've got to hit hard. Now I have to hit hard. I do have those 5 CDBs now going to be pumping out that food. But that's only going to give me small trickles. That's only going to give me small trickles of the odd revolutionary. Like maybe 2 or 3 revolutionaries a time. So it's going to take a while for that to be worth it, essentially. But bang, in comes another 16. And now I'm slowly making my way forward. Lucas L. Look, it's 11.5 minutes. This revolt should be hitting way earlier than this. Way, way earlier than this. But I've decided to be a bit more greedy, a bit more eco with this build. So I'm trying it out. I thought, you know, why not? Why not go for it? The only problem is I'm now going to have to deal with Albania Company, which is going to be a problem. Minutemen time, and look at all those musketeers. 43 of them. He still has a falconet left as well. In comes the Minutemen and the Bosniaks. I'm just going to do everything possible to defend my falconets here. They are field guns as well, don't forget. My culverins are going to deal with his falconets very quickly. The Stradiot, 1 still alive, just about goes down, but it cost me almost everything. And now basically we just got to get ourselves a good old-fashioned revolutionary versus musketeer. I actually don't know who wins this. I'm pretty sure the musketeer wins. A veteran musk, 180 HP, 27 range attack compared to 21 range attack and 180 HP. Yeah, so these musketeers destroy the revolutionaries. But I've just got enough of them. Got my explorers in there as well, tanking so much HP. And under normal circumstances, look at the scores as well. Look at that score. Holy cow. Normally, this would be quite good for Italy. I mean, trading evenly is really good for him. Because I don't have eco. He does. So he'll bounce back much better than I will. He can continue to make units, whereas I can't. I can only ship them right now. However, that is under normal circumstances. I've gone for eco myself. Ha ha. But will my eco be enough? Don't forget, I'm only on 5 CDBs. I am shipping in that factory now. And look at this. I've now got 4 villagers around the Hacienda, and now the Hacienda is producing villagers at 50 seconds. Every 50 seconds, which is very, very good. The factory goes down. And straight onto big boy heavy cannons. And I think that's where they're going to stay for some time now. Do you see the CDBs, all 5 CDBs over here, just chilling, gathering? 1.04 food per second. Not bad, not bad. And look, just look at this trickle of revolutionaries that I can make here. Just constantly making 3, 4. Every batch is pretty good. But look at the score. Look, this is what I was talking about. He's able to bounce back way better than I am. Yes, I'm on 10 villagers, which is good for Rio Grande. But the reason why Rio Grande is so good, is because if you do it with eco and you can kind of survive, you get some amazing cards. Like, a factory is an amazing card, right? You get infinite 8 villages, which is, pretty good. You've got these cards here, so the infinite 16 revolutionary, and then you can eventually ship Nuevo Leon militia, and you want to start shipping that when it's more than 16 revolutionaries. So I think I ship this probably next, or and it's going to be about 18 to 20 revolutionaries by the time I ship that. Which is 20 revolutionaries. That's 2k resources. That's 2,000 food, which is better than an age 4 shipment. So it's kind of insane when you think about it. You then have this card as well, Sierra Madre Republic, which the more revolutionaries I lose, the more it's going to give me, up to 24. So you definitely want to ship that when it becomes worthwhile, like 15 villagers onwards. So yeah, some very, very good cards here. And we see here the double dock has gone down. I've done a really good job on containing these herds here. And I'm just chilling over here as a result. You do see I got Kree tanning now. So I did get that Kree tanning tech. So revolutionaries now have 190 HP. And when you have so many of them, I've got 36 with an extra 10 HP. Like, it's pretty damn good. That's 360 extra HP right now. The more I have, the more it's going to be worth it. So, yeah, really, really good card there. I've taken these villagers from the Hacienda. I think they're gathering somewhere. Yeah, I'll start gathering all of the livestock, because a lot of the livestock's now getting to max food. So it's going to be really, really nice trickle coming in now. You can see here, I'm getting the Michigan Fisherman, which is another really good card. If you age up with that federal card, again, that's the more cards, the more shipments you have, the better that's going to be. So I love those type of shipments, the ones where the more shipments you've sent, or the longer the game goes on, whatever it might be, the more worth that card's going to be. So I now have an extra 9 villagers, essentially, and a dot going down. And now look, now I'm able to mass batches of 5 revolutionaries from the TC. And look at my resources go. So now I'm going to be in a position where I'm just constantly infinitely sending 5 revolutionaries mixed in with a factory, which is just going to be sending heavy cannons after heavy cannons. So now this is how my eco works now. So I'm up to 22 villagers in Rio Grande. I'm pushing in. We take a look over at Lucas L, and he's on 52 villagers. He's shipping in Lombard cards. So even though my eco is fantastic here, it's not on the same level as Lucas. I'm keeping the scores kind of tight, though. There's 5k score, 4k score in it right now. We're coming in near the 18-minute mark. I'm well aware that, Culverins are definitely going to be made at some point. And I sniped this Napoleon gun. And he obviously forgot about that unit. He's going for lots of bows. I love they are like the coolest crossbow in the game, aren't they? Look at those big shields they have. Really are the coolest crossbow unit in the game. They're such an underused unit as well, which is a massive shame. And it's just because Perseguiles are better, really. But these Pavisiers, they have such a unique kind of play. Because they've got different guard stances, which do different things and give different types of armor. Like, you've got one that has pure, like, artillery armor. You've got their melee stance, gives them melee armor. They're a really cool unit. So I've got 2 heavies here. I do see those Culverins, so I'm trying to back up, and somehow that heavy cannon, the dodge, absolute insane dodge there. A dodge from the gods, survived a Culverin bullet. So I managed to get there unscathed. So now I need to think, right, what do I need to do here? How am I gonna deal with these Culverins? Look at that. Look at that. 25 revolutionaries coming in. I shipped the Nuevo Leon militia when it was at 20 revolutionaries and another 5 made from the TC on top of that. A big batch of 25 revolutionaries coming in. Now look at that. What way to top that army up, baby. Now starting to see, both me and Lucas starting to see each other on the water now. I do have access to the ironclad, but it's only one ironclad, and he can obviously make lots of stuff. Scores are keeping close. Look, I'm on 24 vils, keeping the scores very, very close. I do now put my factory on gold, and that's going to be the best way I can get artillery. And don't forget, I still have the upgrades, so I still have field cannons for my falconets, and I still have those Royale with cheese, baby, with the culverins. So my culverins are better than his. However, he can make a lot more than me. 1,000 gold coming in as well from Lucas L. And look at this. Caravel, frigates, all of that stuff, all of that good stuff being made. You're about to see some epic water micro, though, I have to say. Interesting. Making some Papo Lancers as well. Lots of villagers are on wood, but don't forget, he can just pump all of that wood straight into the Lombards, and it's going to give him food and gold, which is what he really wants, and it's going to give him lots of XP, because each Lombard's giving 0.25 XP. As long as there's resources in there, it's going to be giving him XP. So Lucas in a really, really great position right now. I'm in a decent position as well, but I've got to pick my moments. I've got to pick the right moments here. And losing eco is not what I want to happen right now. Lucas on 74 villagers. I'm on a little old me, 25 villagers. And you can probably see here, double frigates. I'm about to lose some more villagers here, some more boats. Oh, yes. And don't ask me the physics of these heavy cannons going inside this little fishing boat. How this would work, I do not know. How this little fishing boat that can barely fit 2 villagers on can fit 2 heavy cannons. No, 3 heavy cannons and 2 culverins. How it doesn't sink, I do not know. But this is the game we play. And yes, heavy cannons and culverins. And they're going to get a big shot off and boom. Thanks to that little old fishing boat. I'm going to take down 1,000 resources for free, baby. I took a big risk doing that. I took a huge risk being there because he could have just blasted that fishing boat. But I kind of relied on the fishing boats that were getting targeted here to be the ones that they were going to focus on. So, yeah, it was a fun little bit of water micro there. Very, very annoying to kind of micro with these fishing boats because they automatically want to go onto resources. So there go my artillery. You can see he's pushing now as well. So although that was a fun little kind of comeback on the water for me, it's not going to be enough. Lucas L playing this right. There go down some more boats. I'm down to 19 villagers. More Colvin Royales with cheese, baby, coming in. Get a couple of shots off. Wow, that was the most jankiest Colvin shot. Did you see that? That was so random. It kind of bubbled up. But he's going to see the Colvins now. He knows there's Colvins. He knows I'm making Colvins. But look at this. 84 revolutionaries, baby. 144 pop. Basically 124 military pop. So that's the benefit of not having as many villagers. I can get that over pop and try and snowball the win from there. Monday. More Colvins coming in. More heavy cannons on their way. But I am only on 20 vils in the Hacienda. Slowly producing vils. But is it going to be enough? I do decide to go for the 8 Chinicos here. I was thinking, maybe I want to go for them juicy 19 villagers. But I thought, do you know what? I didn't see much anti-cav from him. So I thought, do you know what? I just feel it in my bones. I feel it in my fingers. And I just thought, right, this is the moment. This is the timing. But was I right? Bam, I'm diving in with 90 or so revolutionaries. He's got Papal Lancers. He's got Culverins. I've got heavy cannons, though, on top of all of this. And boom! Look at the destruction from those heavy cannons. And again, this is the power of that overpop. I can just rock up onto his stuff. And there's just nothing he can do. He just has to sacrifice his units. Look, he's just got so many boats as well. Look, his frigate's going over here as well. In come those cavalry. They are only H2 Chinicos, though. That's the problem. But it's still 8 cavalry, which is still that's a really good resource. Don't forget, an H2 only gives you 3. So it's a pretty good card, even if they are only H2. And now I'm really forcing him back into a corner. Nobody puts baby into a corner unless it's me. In come the Chinico from the back. Boom! Those heavy cannons. And look at this. Look at this right here. 5 culverins get popped from that artillery. I just leg it out of there. But the Chinicos, baby. The Chinicos are coming in. He's trying to get his units back to cover them. But look at this choke point right here. The culverins can't move. And my Chinicos are just coming from every left, right, and center. And they're just doing damage on those culverins, which is just perfect for me. If those... Oh, the Chinico... Mwah, mwah, those Chinicos, baby. Oh, my God. MVP. Killing 5 culverins. That's an insane amount of resource. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff there. And I managed to finish him off because he went back and I was just able to put him in that choke point where heavy cannons just rained down hell on him. So, yeah, pretty insane stuff right now. 500 resources for 1 culverin. You do the math on 5 of them. Absolutely insane. That's over 2,500 resources. So thanks to that 8 Chinico pop, I killed 2,500 resources. But he does get the age up just about. He gets that age up, starts making Perseguilers now. So that's another issue I've got to deal with. And look at his resources. Again, he can just pile them into the Lombard, which he's not actually doing. He should be piling that wood into the Lombards. And even though I took an insane fight, look at the scores. He's still 9k ahead of me. So can I win from here? Not looking good. He does ship those 4 culverins. Again, another 2,000 resources. He ships to his TC down here. And I just kill them all. I kill them all. Yes, he's done a good damage to me, but I've still got 3 artillery pieces here. Yeah, we do see an artillery. If anyone wanted to know what wins in a fight, a frigate or a culverin royale, the frigate just about wins. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The 23 villagers. Let's go. Yes, that's right. This was a 20... Well, I think it was 24. No, it might have been 23. I think it was a 23 villager. The maximum is 24. So to get 23 is pretty damn good going, right? So now I'm back up to 44 villagers, baby. Still got those CDBs from the very beginning of the revolt. There they are, look. All 5 of them. Really, really saved my bacon in this game. They've at the very least kept me in it. And I bring those villagers all the way down here just to get the start gathering on the middle of the map. Incoming this Dan San Nicholas. I do like this card. Look at my resources right now. Just constantly pumping out 5 revolutionaries. And that's exactly what I've been doing for a long time now. But Lucas L, he is on 69 nice villagers. But I'm catching them slowly but surely, boys. I'm catching him. And if you look at this line of sight now, cartographic studies conducted by Sheikh Sucks have temporarily comprised and revealed your position. And I see everything that's going on here. I see the water. I see where his villagers are and where his villagers aren't. I see everything that's going on down here, so I know exactly where to hit. Like I said, scouting is super important all through the game, but this card makes scouting so easy. And bang, look at this, 2 Papal Bombards. And I just dive into them. I see them and I'm like, oh, and that poor revolutionary swimming with the fishes. Did you see how far it went? God, I need an instant replay on that. Now I feel like I'm safe to bring in my artillery. Down there goes one. Culverin. Oh, and look. Another one goes down. So I swear, the perfect timing, Lucas. Look, there's just... And don't forget, they get Springardes. Italy have the best Culverins in the game. They're basically... These are guard Culverins just with extra HP. I'm on 45 villagers now. That Hacienda's still producing villagers. I'm running out of revolutionaries here. He's doing a fantastic villager pull. There goes one heavy cannon, and look at these guys thumping down. Boom. One more shot before they go down, and that's going to be a cleanup. That is going to be a cleanup right there. These Bersegules absolutely destroy revolutionaries. Absolutely destroy them. Nice. He doesn't see the heavy cannon until now. So again, I'm just digging my heels in, making this a really dirty battle. I'm on 46 villagers in Rio Grande, guys. This is insane. It's half an hour into the game. I'm on 46 villagers. Rio Grande, the thing is, though, I've kind of used all the best shipments now. There isn't that many really good shipments left. Inspiring flags now also boost unit movement speed. I didn't even know that existed. Land of Canales. Is that good? Not really. I mean, 15%, that's okay, but all settlers transform into revolutionaries again. It enables most unit cards you've already spent. I mean, you don't really want to be sending that card because it's hard enough to get eco with Rio Grande. You don't want to be sending that card. You've got some really good cards down here, but they're for like cavalry, like stealth cavalry cards and things like that. And I'm more of a Muskfalk kind of guy, so I do feel like 8 settlers, yeah, you know, and 8 settlers is a really good card. But an infinite 8 settlers card, that is insane. That is a really, really good card. So just shipping infinite 8 settlers is going to be really, really good. So I'm back up to, I'm now on 54 villagers. Not a single boat left. The water is running out of resources for him. He does have 4 whales on here, beluga whales, which is really, really good. That's what, 4, 8, 12, 16 villagers that he can keep on the water for gold. But he is running out of fish, which is really, really good because that's going to force him to go onto mills. He's got mills. He's got estates. Building more TCs. He's got lots of stuff just being planted into the Lombards. But look at my resources. I swear to God, I'm at that point where I'm like, I could actually maybe start to look at going up to the Unrevolt. But it's easy to forget the Unrevolt, when you're in an age 3 revolt, is 2,500 resources in each food, wood, and gold. 24, which is 246, 7,500 resources. Going into Imperial is 8,000 as it is. And that's only food and gold. So because it's so much wood involved, you can argue that unrevolting to get to Imperial from Rio Grande is actually more expensive than just going into Imperial normally. Do you see here? I do build a cathedral, and that's going to give me a lot of resources because I've lost a lot of units this game. We see 156 XP. Wait till that comes in. Boom, and look, it gives me a shipment. And it gives me, I don't know how much extra, probably like, I think it gave me about 1,000 XP, something like that. So again, shipping 8 settlers once again. And I tell you what, this has to be one of my favorite builds. Win or lose right now, this is one of my favorite things. Just Rio Grande with eco. Yes, I'm staying in the game with Rio Grande over 30 minutes. So insane. Lucas L, he's still on so many more villagers than me. He's on 70 villagers. He has the better units than me as well. His culverins are better than mine. His skirmishers are better than mine. But is his micro better than mine? The answer to that is probably yes as well. There we go. He's running out of some boats now. So that's 8 villagers. That's 8 villagers here. Worthless. And look, he's down to 64, whilst I am on also 64. The ecos are even right now. Yes, Rio Grande has equal eco to Italy at 34 minutes of the game. I am a genius. But this game is still not over yet. He's still in H4. I'm an equivalent of an H3.5. Rio Grande is not an H4. It's not as good as H4. You don't get H4 units. You only, revolutionaries are H3 revolutionaries. They're not H4 revolutionaries. But my God, are these revolutionaries sexy. Lucas L's making a lot of these Papal Lancers, and they're going to face tank really well. They do really well as well. That multiplier works really well versus revolutionaries. But these heavy cannons, my God, do they do damage? No! Goodness me! It's like a 10 kill. Oh, God, another 6 kills. He's done a good job here, microing my culverins. But my God, those heavy cannons, baby. Now you know why I like the Musk Falcon. And now look at the scores. He was on double my score at some points of this game. And now the scores are only 8K in it. I'm starting to raid villagers. Oh. He just got impaled onto the wall of the barracks. Ship it in. Florentine Finance as well. Hasn't shipped that card in yet. Actually hasn't shipped in Robber Barons either. Hasn't shipped Robber Barons in. And look at this. He constantly needs to have resources in his Lombard, because he needs all of that XP. He needs the XP to be able to constantly get all of these resources. Like, he shipped... I have forced him to ship purely military unit shipments in H4. I haven't allowed him to get his Florentine Finances or Robber Barons up until now. And I haven't allowed him to get Garibaldini or the Alpine kind of upgrade cards either. So, I've really forced this from my opponent, which is really good for me. 61 vills for Lucas L. I'm on 66 villagers with a factory. I'm actually on better eco than my opponent. Is this the new way of playing Rio Grande? Look at my resources. More Colrans from him coming in, though. He literally just needs to go skirm cold and just kind of wait for a good moment to kill all my heavy cannons. If he can kill my heavy cannons, he'll be laughing, but I'm constantly forcing pressure, getting my own Colrans to kill as well. 5K score in it now. Beautiful micro by me. I'm shipping in 16 revolutionaries now just to back everything up. Could have been another 8 villagers, but I feel like I need resources right now. Not resources, I need military. I should definitely be putting down a barracks. The amount of revolutionaries that has been made from this town center. 67 villagers. I've got another shipment. Boom, there goes down the artillery. That lets me breathe a sigh of relief. And look at this. We've got 14 revolutionaries. Big batch of revolutionaries taking on some Bersegules. Like I said, Bersegules destroy them. They get all of those juicy goodness bonuses. So I lose a good, 2,000 resources worth of revolutionaries there. But I'm diving in, though. It's go time for me. And I'm shipping an ironclad. I feel like, right, I'm going to be squeezed up into the corner here. I need that extra support. The ironclad is just such big brain by me. And now I can dive in on the water and deal with the water. Look at this. Villagers getting destroyed here. Look at the scores now as well. I'm on 65 villagers. He's on 51, and now he's shipping robber barons. It's looking really good for me. But he's got the water supremacy still, but he can't deal with his cold near the land. In comes the ironclad as well. These things beat frigates. There goes the factory wagon. But it gets taken down, as does all of his water. He's got villagers on the island over here. But he calls GG. And it ends with 28,000 score apiece. And my God, now you know why I wanted to show you this game. Rio Grande with Eco. Rio Grande playing it into the late game. 66 villagers and a factory, which is roughly around 8 villagers worth. Woo! Damn, what a game. What a game. And that went up for 40 minutes. My God. My God. There was at one point where he was on like 70 more villagers than me. 70. Look at the villager count. I was on 18 when he was on 87. 18 to 87. And I bought it back, boys. 19 vills to 43. There's that 23 villager card. And yeah, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. 280 revolutionaries were made that game. Now you know why I like to go for the CDB here. All because I went for that native, and it allowed me just to ooze in those revolutionaries, keep myself in the game, rather than dive in and win or lose. Guys, what an insane game. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Rio Grande with 66 villagers. That is not something. I'm going to say it right now. You're never going to see that in a very highly competitive game. You're never going to see it. Only from me, boys. Only from me. Love you, boys. And I will catch you in the next game. Peace.